The ANC is today expected to brief the media on decisions made at its National Executive Committee special meeting yesterday. Problems facing the party's provinces dominated talks.
Well, party leaders resolved to suspend Gauteng's elective conference, which was due to be held this weekend. Concerns over the convening of branch general meetings were cited as the reason for the decision. Premier Dave Makuro was considered a runaway winner as provincial chairperson.
Is ready with conferences. There were some people who marched here from West Rand. We have taken their grievances and we have decided to postpone all regional conferences of Gauteng, which were supposed to take place this coming weekend, because we wanted to make sure that, as the court ruled, that we must try and resolve our matters internally and politically. That's the route we are taking. The NEC employees who are working in Gauteng and together with the leadership of Gauteng are working very close, and in fact they are the ones who suggested that this is how we must deal with issues and problems.
Well, the ANC Eastern Cape chairperson Oscar Mabuyane is slamming the Ndebele Report as flawed. The report calls for the disbandment of the Provincial Executive Committee, which Mabuyane leads.
And the embattled Eastern Cape leader says the call reeks of factional politics. He says results of elective conferences can't be suspended because of disgruntled members.
That certain march in Cape Town had a discussion on the issue when the report was presented, having been processed by the officials of the ANC and NWC. And clearly the report it became clear to everyone that it is incoherent. The body of the report and its recommendations were two different things, so to speak. You read the body of the report, the content tells you, it indicates that indeed they verified and proved that the conference disruptions were premeditated. Things like those, they mentioned them there. So clearly there was something funny with the report. That's the basis why the NEC had to turn the report away and decided to go for a political option and to deal with problems in the Eastern Cape. Honest when we are saying so, but we know, you talk about people who are in a permanent mode of being disgruntled. They were disgruntled because they lost the provincial conference. They continue to be disgruntled because they lost the national conference. They will continue to be disgruntled because they will lose regional conferences that are about to sit. Those are kind of people who think that they must lead by force. If they can't, they must be drafted in any structure that is elected. ANC doesn't impose leaders to members of the ANC. Leaders of the ANC are accountable to members. Members decide about who must lead the ANC through the democratic processes of the ANC.
As we saw with the National Executive Committee recently elected, it's quite clear that there are people who've also accepted the leadership of Cyril Ramaphosa together with Ace Magashule as well. So obviously there might have been a lot of stakeholder engagements with the different NEC officials, particularly with the other group, Meng Nkosazana Zuma. So obviously on that basis, I think it is a tendency that those who then, after winning elective conferences, as we see as well in this PEC, have also gone around to the different regions and the different structures of the branches, or of the ANC rather, to make sure that after the NEC decision to recognize the PEC, that also those regions are in line. So certainly I don't expect all elements within the ANC provincial or ANC province to obviously accept that outcome.